Hi, everybody. It's Amy again. I'm here with our fourth session on the polyvagal theory. And I've told you before that the polyvagal theory is this idea that explains how we biologically assess for safety and danger, not only physically, but also emotionally. So I thought today it would be a really good idea to talk about safety and the things that help us feel safer. I think I talked in the second session about that sense of felt safety and social connection and being in relationship with other people. Well, let's really drill down with that, right? So, again, some of us are in a situation with this pandemic where we're spending way more time with people than we're used to doing. And for some of us, that's challenging, and for others of us, that's been a really good thing. I've seen some friends share some information about the fun that they're having with their family. And I've also talked to friends and other people who are like, oh, this is so hard. And I find myself saying and doing things I wouldn't want to do, or I'm experiencing that my spouse or my kids are a little short tempered. So let's talk about the things that help to build a sense of safety. So the first one is, and it's really important, is our tone of voice, right? So you've all had that experience where somebody speaks to you in a sharp tone of voice and it hurts. It hurts our feelings. We might feel sad, or we might feel more defensive if somebody says something like that to us. So really paying attention to our tone of voice. And I want to say it's important to pay attention to the tone of voice you're speaking out loud to others, but it is really, really important to pay attention to that tone of voice that you use with yourself, right? Because even our thoughts can have a tone of voice, can't they? So making sure that you really soften the voice that you hear as you're thinking your thoughts in your head, especially when it comes to what you're thinking about yourself. I was thinking about sharing this today and remembering that there was a mom in the neighborhood. I'm not going to name any names, but there was a mom in the neighborhood who, whenever I was at their house, she'd be like yelling, Randy, you have to do this and you better do that and you're going to be in trouble. And the second the phone would ring, she'd still be yelling on the way to the phone. She would pick up the phone and be like, hello, right? That tone of voice could just change on a dime. And so we know we have the ability to do it, right? And with kids, we talk about your indoor voice and your outdoor voice. Maybe with adults, we need to be looking at the voice you use when maybe you let it rip with your family, and the voice you use for company when company comes over. So I just want to really encourage you to look at first, how can you soften the voice you use with yourself? And then how can you soften the voice that you're using with other people? I'll give you a couple of tips. One thing that helps me soften my tone of voice is if I sit down when I need to have a difficult conversation instead of standing up. I don't know what it is about that posture, but it really makes a difference. When my kids were little, I noticed when I sat down on the floor, my tone could even drop more if I was frustrated. So that's one thing. Of course, breathing is vital. We talked about that in the first session, and I hope you're continuing to do that. Just really easy. Just let your exhale extend and be longer than your inhale. It'll help you feel calmer in that it brings your heart rate down. So again, I'll be sharing more tips. Thanks so much for watching. If I can help, or if I can connect you to somebody that can help, please let me know. You can find me at rootedcompassion.com. Thanks so much.